Alrighty, welcome into another one in my series where we're going through and testing out every single weapon inside of Modern Warfare 3 to see how viable these weapons are for you to use inside of your Modern Warfare 3 Zombies games. This is going to include the aftermarket parts, the aftermarket conversion kits, as well as the MW2 weapons. Now, if you guys are new around here and you like to see how weapons perform inside of Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, make sure you subscribe, turn on those bell notifications so you're not going to miss out any future uploads from myself on Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. Now, today was the reveal event for Black Ops 6, and I've got to say, the Zombies is looking absolutely stunning. I am so super pumped to jump into BO6 and bring you guys all kinds of content on BO6. The Zombies just looks absolutely amazing. I brought in some of the footage from the reveal event today of just the Zombies, nothing else, because that's definitely my forte, is Zombies for sure. So super excited for Black Ops 6 Zombies. Let me know your thoughts down below on the reveal event today. Now, they have the two new events going on for Season 4, and they added a third one if you pre-order Black Ops 6, which will unlock 3 Woods characters for you. One of them needs 100,000 XP, one of them needs 200,000 XP to unlock those characters. Again, those are only available if you pre-order Black Ops 6. So let me know down below in the comments how you guys are doing on the two new events, the Mobile Gundam Suit Legends and the Critical Countdown. I'm just about finished the Critical Countdown and the Mobile Gundam Legends event, so let me know where you guys are down in the comments below. Now, today we're going to be looking at an SMG, and we're going to be taking this through all 3 tiers, taking on bounty contracts all the way through to see how well this weapon performs inside of your Modern Warfare 3 Zombies games. So without further ado, let's get to the weapon review video today. Alright, so welcome in. Here we are. We're going to be spawning in with an SMG from MW3, checking out the WSP-9. Taking that through all 3 tiers today, taking on bounty contracts all the way through. We have the 150,000 one-trick XP camo on there today with the Purification blueprint, and I think that's an amazing combo, and I do screw that up at the Pack-a-Punch machine today again. I'm just going to say I think my brain shuts off when I record. Anyway, welcome in to the weapon review video. So today when we do these weapon review videos, I spawn in, I put on my perks and no additions to the weapon to make it any stronger aside from Deadshot Daiquiri. As a mouse and keyboard player, I definitely like the extra critical damage, although we do not get the 80th snap on mouse and keyboard. So we pick a bounty contract up, our first one of the day inside of Tier 1, and we're going to be taking on this bounty contract with the WSP-9 at white rarity with no ammo mods and no Pack-a-Punch at all. So we got a Mangler as our first bounty contract of the day, and I'm super excited to show you guys this WSP-9 with the Season 4 buff that they brought to it. They made this weapon stronger, so I definitely wanted to review that and show you guys just how much more viable this is for you guys to be using inside of your Modern Warfare 3 Zombies games. As you can see right off the hop, when we're getting the critical shots on the Mangler, you can definitely see we're doing some awesome damage. Now, I know if you shoot the cannon, you can destroy the Mangler faster, but I was just kind of eager to show you guys how much damage this could do at white rarity. So we got a self-revive out of that reward rift, which was nice to see, and a Pack-a-Punch crystal, which was awesome. So it was off to go visit the Pack-a-Punch machine, melee the machine to keep that camo on there before you use the machine or your Pack-a-Punch crystals, and that'll allow you to keep your camo on your weapon for the rest of the match. So just a heads up for that. So we went and got Pack-a-Punch 1 on the WSP-9, and now it's time to grab ourselves our second bounty of the day inside of Tier 1, and this was a little bit tricky to find for me, but we found one. So we marked our bounty contract, and we were heading over to pick that up, and now I just want to say a huge thank you to each and every one of you guys. Holy smokes. The views on the recent content has been through the roof. You guys are absolutely smashing it. I'm literally blown away by the support on the channel recently. So a very, very heartfelt thank you from me. And you can see here this bounty contract, this mimic inside of Tier 1, we're just Pack-a-Punched and white rarity, and we just eviscerated that mimic for sure. So this is definitely something that's going to be viable for you guys if you want to have a casual game, you want to hang out inside of Tier 1, you don't want to bring in any of your loot, you just want to bring in a weapon, go to Pack-a-Punch, and maybe you're doing a camo challenge or something. This is definitely something that you guys can do inside of Tier 1 at white rarity, only Pack 1 for sure. So then it was time to grab our third bounty of the day inside of Tier 1, and we are now Pack-a-Punch Legendary with the Napalm Burst, and I just, like, holy smokes, look at this. Couple taps, there goes the cannon, a couple more bursts into the head, he's almost normals dead, and 2 taps dead. Like, that was absolutely amazing. At this point, I am super excited to continue pushing on through to the higher threat levels and to show you guys just what this WSP-9 can do. So it's time to grab ourselves a bounty contract inside of tier 2, head over and pick that up, and we're going to take on this bounty contract being only Pack-a-Punch 1, legendary with napalm inside of tier 2. And I was expecting after the final bounty contract we completed inside of tier 1 that this was going to be fairly easy to do for sure, and I was not disappointed at all. I finished my tier 2 bounty contract at pack 1 legendary in less than 1 magazine, so less than 100 rounds, and we finished off that mangler. Truly awesome. So the next thing to do is to head off into Pack-a-Punch tier 2, and I tell you, Pack-a-Punch today was certainly hiding on me. I wasn't about to go to Pack-a-Punch in Dokabai's fortress, so that was not an option. And then I found it hiding here underneath a raid weapon stash. Let me know if you guys have had that issue where Pack-a-Punch is hiding under another contract or something. And I tell you, I swear my brain just does not work when I record. Like, why did I do that? I know that doesn't work. I know I want to keep the one trick camo, so why did I melee it? Anyway, now it's time for pack camo, and we are pack 2. I don't know why I do that. Anyway, we grabbed our bounty contract inside of tier 2, and now we are pack 2 legendary with napalm burst, and I was really excited to head over to this bounty contract and show you guys just how strong this WSP-9 is inside of tier 2 at pack 2 dealing with a bounty contract. Like that Mega Abomination, I think, or sorry, Mega Abomination, the Mangler there, I think he took like 3 steps and he was dead. So truly awesome. Does it handle tier 2 zombies with ease for sure. So we got some decent loot out of there, which I didn't need. We got a perk and a monkey bomb, which is always nice. So the next thing to do is literally head to tier 3, throw my pack 3 crystal on that I always bring into every single match, and then it was time to mark the Wonder Fizz machine so we can fly off into tier 3 and grab the rest of our perks before we wander into tier 3 and see how the WSP-9 handles tier 3 with the season 4 buff that they made to this weapon. So it was off to the visit the Wonder Fizz machine, grab the rest of my perks, and then as I've told you guys before, when I spawn into tier 3, I go straight from Wonder Fizz and I go and check the 3 rituals to see if there's any left so I can replenish my PAP 3 crystals and my legendary tools. And to my surprise, with less than 16 minutes to go in the match, there was still a ritual to be had inside of tier 3. So you know, I definitely took full advantage of this opportunity and went and made sure that I activated this ritual and went and completed it so that I could re-up my legendary tool and my PAP 3 crystal inside of my games. This is one of the features they brought that I'm really happy for. I think this is truly awesome. It's a great way for us to keep our loot and our stash, you know, equipped with lots and lots of that really good gear. So this is definitely something that I enjoy that they brought into the game. I'd like to know what you guys think about these rituals they brought into tier 3 that spawn in this amazing loot. Let me know if you guys go into tier 3 and try and grab them or not. I certainly do every single game. I try and see who's in tier 3 and if they're being used. So the next thing to do was to go ahead and grab a bounty contract inside of tier 3. Now we do have mags of holding, but we're going to test those later. So the first thing I wanted to do was go in and grab a bounty contract and take it on inside of tier 3 without using mags of holding to see just how viable this WSP-9 is inside of tier 3, taking on a bounty contract. And we got a disciple, which is definitely not one of my favorites, but I think you guys would laugh at myself during this footage right here as I try and take out this disciple inside of tier 3. He constantly heals off of me. And this was just kind of funny, but when you're dealing with disciples, you want to crack the healing ability by shooting his hand, so that stops the healing ability there. And as soon as that happens, you want to go straight to the critical shots in the head, so you can take out a bunch of damage. As you can see here, I do over and over and over again. And you know why I am not a big fan of disciples. This is a prime example of why I'm just not a big fan of disciples. They just take so long to get rid of. They're annoying. I wouldn't say difficult, but just annoying to deal with. The movement, they move around, they pull their healing off you. This was driving me nuts. Like, I knew this weapon was a lot stronger than what I was showing you guys right here, just because my aim is really poor. But anyway, we managed to finish off our disciple contract here and checked out the loot. You can definitely see the damage we're doing when we get the critical shots on the Disciple. For sure, we're definitely able to take a chunk of his health bar down. So this is definitely something that's going to be viable for you guys to use inside of Tier 3, inside of your Modern Warfare 3 Zombies games. I definitely feel for sure. Definitely you could run it in Tier 3 using this epic tool I picked out of that loot and Pack 3 for sure. I definitely feel like if you're running in Tier 3 a blue rarity with this, that is maybe not going to be the strongest and you're going to be a bit of a bullet sponge. So keep that in mind. But I did want to show you guys just the pure carnage that you can do with this WSP-9 for Season 4 with the buff. I'm not really needing to say much, as you can just see on screen the absolute sheer size of that horde that was coming at me, and just how easy work I was able to make it of that horde with this WSP-9 without mags holding, triple pack, legendary with napalm. Like, we were just melting everything that was coming at us. It was truly awesome to see. I felt super confident running around using this weapon inside of Tier 3, 100%. It is an SMG, so you've got that awesome movement speed, which is just amazing to have for sure inside of Tier 3, definitely. And as you can see on screen, you definitely do have the damage to dish out towards everything that is congestion, that is Tier 3 that comes at you for sure. So the next thing to do is to throw on mags of holding and see what this WSP can do at maximum damage with mags of holding. We are ready to engage. So who do we go check out? Zhorde, the Guardian of the Arches. 100%. It is time to get into a fight with Zhorde. Now, there was a bit of riffraff around, but I was feeling really confident with this WSP-9 for sure. I wasn't going to be going into any cheese spots today. My mission was to take on Zhorde and be as aggressive as I possibly could be using this WSP-9, because I felt just so strong using it with the damage buff they gave it for Season 4. It was good before. I would have put it as, you know, viable or a weapon that you could use, but with the buff for Season 4, this is absolutely insanely strong. It melts all the zombies, your standard HVTs inside of Tier 3, just like a hot knife through butter for sure. Zhorde fired up his laser attack right here. We dropped our energy mine to deal with the riffraff that was coming up from behind me, and we managed to take out first head of Zhorde at range with an SMG. So it's definitely not taking advantage of the maximum damage that you can do on this weapon, as it is an SMG, so you'd want to be closer with your shots towards your enemies to make sure you're getting the most damage out of the SMG. But I did want to show you just how viable this WSP-9 is inside of Tier 3 to take on, you know, bounty contract, just the whole Tier 3 as a whole with all of the riffraff and just the congestion that is Tier 3. We took out Zhorde right there, finished him off as he fired up his laser attack, so truly awesome. Next thing to do is to go and find out how this performs with a bounty contract inside of Tier 3 now that we are using mags of holding. As my goal in the content I create is to show you guys a thorough review for the weapons across all tiers inside of Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. So if we're using mags of holding, I definitely want to show you guys a bounty contract without mags of holding and a bounty contract with mags of holding for sure. Now you can see just how strong this is against this Mimic here. We were already 2/3 of his health down, and he had just charged me and grabbed me once. Now, in this area, of course, the riffraff came in hot and heavy. Holy smokes, there was a ton of them there. I turned around down here. I figured they'd all come funneling down that end, but my bounty contract jumped right over the top and came straight at me. That Mimic was definitely ready for a fight today, but we finished him off as he charged me right there, and then we got a nuke at the end, which is amazing, so I could clear out the riffraff and check what I got from the reward for finishing off that Mimic bounty contract. We got a sigil, which was nice because I needed to stow that, and we got another epic tool, which wasn't too bad. And then I wanted to show you guys with mags of holding inside of Tier 3, we have everything happening right here. We've got a Mega Abomination in the area that is just a standard HVT. We have all of the zombies, we have the dogs, we have armored zombies, we have the sprinters. There's a disciple in here somewhere. I can't remember where he was, but I just wanted to show you just how well this performs inside of Tier 3 when you've got a whole bunch of like absolutely everything chasing you all around. They're all trying to get you, and it's we know what it's like here, especially at this buy station underneath this bridge. It can be absolute chaos with that Mega Abomination spawn and all the other zombies and elites that show up in the area for sure. So we got a standard HVT, a Mangler just chilling there. We were able to take him out, not much of an issue at all. We got our Mega Abomination in the area coming at us. We got the rest of our zombies pushing forward to try and get a hold of me, and there is a lot of them coming. So we went up to jump on top of this bus so that we can trigger the Mega Abomination's electrical attack, as he loves to do that when you climb onto places for sure. So with that, we went and cleared out his second head right there. Now this bus is not the most ideal location, as the zombies, as you can see on screen, are throwing meat at me like crazy. But this Mega Abomination fired up his laser attack right there, and we were able to finish him off by jumping off of that bus and shooting into his laser. Truly awesome with this WSP-9. And this is how I farmed some of the DNA with the energy mines inside of Tier 3. So time is coming, the storm is pushing in, it was time to get to an exfil. And normally I don't show you guys exfils, but this Tier 2 exfil, the final 30 seconds, was one of the most insane exfils I had seen since release day for MW3 Zombies. There was just so much. This board was enormous. I'd almost taken up, I think, half of the football field or soccer field, whatever this field was, of just sheer zombie horde. It was insane. There was so many manglers at my exfil. I had to show you guys this, and the helicopter, I think, landed on a mangler because it was like in the ground when I went to jump on it. Truly just an intense, insane exfil to get out of the match today, for sure. Holy smokes. I could not believe the sheer number of zombies and HVTs and everything at the exfil today. But we made it out, so thank goodness for that. The WSP-9 definitely slaps for sure. Again, a big thank you to all of you guys. Now, at the end of the video, like I always do, I'm going to show you the weapon build that I used for today's run. Let's work together down below in the comments section to make any changes to the build that we feel would help all the community have a really awesome run on this WSP-9 and WSP-9 build that we can all use inside of our Modern Warfare 3 Zombies games. As well, I did want to show you guys, people have been asking about the camos, so I wanted to show you where to find the camo that I'm using today, which is the One Trick camo. It's under Weapon Prestige, and it is the first one. You get it for 150,000 XP. That's it. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.